Hello to each and every one of you, and I hope you are safe and sound and are doing well. Welcome to Steven Sir Makes It Easy, and for the continuation lectures for the chapter of not-for-profit concern or organization. Very quickly, before I get started with my duty for the day, a quick reminder about the social media handles that is associated and connected, that you can connect to us, to this channel of Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, and as always the Telegram channel given above, so that the PDF of the various questions and solutions which are provided during the various lectures are available for download through that particular Telegram channel. Do note that you can always subscribe and press the bell icon. Yes, we hope that through the explanation, through the kind of explanation which is provided for the CBSE not-for-profit and the various chapters to come ahead, you feel that we are worthy enough, valuable enough, that this channel should be subscribed, and hopefully you forward the message of this channel and the teaching and the content to your friends also. Also do press the bell icon, so that any upload which concerns you, the message of which, the notification of which is received by you. Okay, so we'll get started. Here. So this is a blackboard, and what have we done till last time? I explained to you, obviously, accounts from not-for-profit organization, but to be very specific, I had explained how do you prepare a receipts and payment account. Now, till now, we have kept the level of questions very simple, okay? The reason being, as a teacher, I don't want to solve the first question just to prove that I am somebody who knows this chapter superbly well. That is not the aim, the uddesha or the purpose of this chapter, okay, of this channel, of this lecture, to prove what I know. No, it is to prove how much that I know can be transferred to you in an explanation style. Okay, so obviously for a teacher it becomes very important that you don't dislike, okay, not the channel or the lecture, but this particular chapter. So I take it very simple, okay. Even when you are small cute looking kids, बच्चा लोग छोटे छोटे, okay, you are never given solid stuff at the beginning, क्योंकि digest करने में problem होता है ना. Simple stuff, and then little by little you go to the higher level. It's the same thing that I as a teacher adopt. Let's do the simple things first, then little by little we'll increase the difficulty quotient of this particular chapter. So today my focus is on teaching you how do you prepare income and expenditure account. You already know how to prepare receipts and payment. Okay, now already I have explained to you in one of my examples that above is a receipts and payment account of a particular, you can say, a hospital. Okay, just a minute, a quick change in certain settings. Yeah, so what am I doing today? I am trying to explain to you that in that receipt and payment account that you see above, one feature was it doesn't distinguish between capital and revenue items. Very quickly, what's a capital item in accounts? होता क्या है? Capital account एक बार की चीज होती है, and revenue account बार बार की चीज होती है. Okay, example, asset एक बार का होता है, liability बैंक लोन आप एक बार लेते हो, बट उसके ऊपर जो इंटरेस्ट है, उसका जो डेप्रीसिएशन है, वो अगेन एंड अगेन होता है. सो यू हैव टू बी गुड इनफ व्हेन यू रीड द रिसिप्ट्स एंड पेमेंट अबाउट. यू शुड बी गुड इनफ एट अंडरस्टैंडिंग, okay, that receipt and payment account is given above, and I see some items on the debit side. OPD charges from patients, I see sale of medicines from pharmacy, but when I convert that receipt and payment into this income and expenditure and also this particular balance sheet, where do I transfer what? Okay, let me through this example introduce that conversion concept. Okay, above receipt and payment is cash basis, cash system. This income and expenditure, not behind me, besides me, okay, is accrual system. Please note that, okay, and the accounts which is usually done, okay, is accrual system based. Okay, now how are you going to solve this? Please note this income and expenditure account is very similar to profit and loss account. मतलब डेबिट साइड पे एक्सपेंसेस आएंगे, क्रेडिट साइड पे इनकम आएगा, एंड एट द एंड टोटल एक्सपेंसेस एंड टोटल इनकम कैन बी प्लस एंड minus, and you'll get an answer, maybe a profit, maybe a loss, but that is in profit and loss account. In an income and expenditure account, what is the difference? That we will see by the end of today's lecture. Okay, right above you see two OPD charges from patients. What is that for an hospital? It is a regular income, because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every day the OPD runs. Doctors come, lots of patients come, and they pay OPD charges. So it is a normal income. So where will you write that to? It will come in this income side as by OPD charges from patients. Okay, so basically that debit above becomes a credit here. Next, to sale of medicines from pharmacy, where do you write it? It's an income, because from the pharmacy medicines will be sold every day, in a day, thousands of times. तो नॉर्मल इनकम है, इनकम साइड पे आएगा बाय सेल ऑफ मेडिसिन्स फ्रॉम फार्मेसी. सो मेनी अ टाइम्स इन योर क्वेश्चन a receipt and payment account will be given. You have to from that figure out what is an income, what is an expense, what is a liability, what is an asset. Next, sale of MRI machine. Is that an income? No. Do you sell an MRI machine every day? No. It is an asset. It's a very costly asset, crores and crores of rupees. So sale of an asset or purchase of an asset must come on the asset side. So we write sale of MRI machine. Yes, this is not exactly written like this. नहीं, I'm just giving you an idea कि ये asset से connected है, तो ये asset में आना चाहिए. Please note, this is a capital item, those were revenue items, but in a receipt and payment account everything is written together. Okay, वो mixed पाव भाजी होती है. Next, sale of ambulance. Ambulance is also an asset, therefore it must appear on the asset side. Bank loan taken, that's a liability, that must appear on the liability side. The receipt and payment account doesn't classify between asset, liability, income, expense. It only has two things. It's a two-track mind. पैसा आया लिखो, पैसा गया लिखो. क्यों आया क्यों गया उसके रिसर्च में वो जाता नहीं है. अबाउ बाय सैलरी टू डॉक्टर्स, ये तो खर्चा है क्योंकि डॉक्टर्स को सैलरी पगार देना चाहिए, तो एक्सपेंडिचर साइड पे आना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट, सैलरी टू सपोर्ट स्टाफ, ये भी खर्चा है नॉर्मल हर मंथ का, एक्सपेंडिचर साइड पे आना चाहिए. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी चार्जेस, ये भी खर्चा है. एक आईसीयू में इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की ज़रूरत, एसी की ज़रूरत 24 घंटे पड़ती है, कभी शटडाउन होता ही नहीं है. तो यू कैन ओनली इमेजिन for an AC which runs 24 hours is in an intensive care unit, the amount of bill a hospital will be receiving. But purchase of new X-ray machine, X-ray machine is connected to an asset. It is an asset, therefore it must appear as an asset. Okay, next, purchase of new ambulance, again that also is an asset, it must appear on the asset side. And lastly, bank loan repaid. Bank loan taken or repaid, both are connected to a liability. It's not an income or an expense. It must go to the balance sheet. Today, what am I going to start with? हमारी कहानी की शुरुआत कैसे होगी, हमारा पेज 1 क्या होगा. आई विल ओनली टीच यू हाउ डू यू प्रिपेयर इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर, नॉट अ बैलेंस शीट. दैट इज एज एंड व्हेन, लाइक आई सेड, हमारे दूध के दांत तो गिर जाए उसके बाद हम बैलेंस शीट की ओर जाएंगे. सो इन द क्वेश्चन वी विल बी हैविंग receipt and payment account, and from that we will generate a income and expenditure account. I hope you understand what is the aim of today's lecture. So a few features of income and expenditure account. First, it shows summary income and your summary expenditure for the accounting year. Very important. Receipt and payment can have receipts and payments, cash coming in and cash going out, of multiple years. Last year, 2 साल पुराना, 1 साल पुराना, next year, mixture. But income and expenditure account does not do that mistake. It is only for one accounting year, 12 months, 12 महीने का इंफॉर्मेशन. तो करंट ईयर के लिए ही बनता है इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर, जस्ट लाइक अ प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. हाँ, the income and expenditure is prepared on what basis? Accrual basis. That's very important. If in the receipt and payment you write subscription, that is the members paying fees, but if the members have paid fees for 3 years, can you write an income and expenditure fees of 3 years? No, it is prepared only for 1 year. You have to do adjustments. ये वाला ऑपरेशन करके निकाल दो, वो वाला ऑपरेशन करके निकाल दो. yes, थोड़ा सोचना पड़ेगा कि भाई ऑपरेशन करना किधर है, क्या प्लस करना है, क्या माइनस हमको करना है. ओके, सो दैट यू कैन ओनली राइट अक्रूअल बेसिस, मीन्स कि जो साल का अकाउंटेंसी आप कर रहे हो, मे बी वो 15-16 होगा, 16-17 होगा, यू विल ओनली राइट इनकम एंड एक्सपेंसेस ऑफ दैट ईयर. इफ द अमाउंट इज रॉन्ग, यू विल डू द नेसेसरी एडजस्टमेंट्स एंड यू विल फाइंड द करेक्ट इनकम एंड एक्सपेंस. हाँ, next, all revenue items, okay, relating to the current period are shown in the accounts. The expenses and the incomes of the current period. So next year ka you don't write, last year ka you don't write, you only write the present tense. Okay, it shows the net operating result. What does profit and loss account show you? Net profit, net loss of the year. So what does income and expenditure account show you? Well, profit and loss, but we can't use the word profit and loss क्योंकि इनका नाम क्या है, not for profit. तो इनको पसंद नहीं आता. अगर आप profit and loss लिखोगे तो क्या लिखने का, profit के जगह पे surplus and loss के जगह पे deficit. Okay, so whenever you will do the tally and finish the income and expenditure account, you will either get a surplus or you will get a deficit, which in the first sum, by the end of it, you definitely वो राज के ऊपर पर्दा जरूर खुल जाएगा. So let me take you, ये features, all of these features will be appearing when you prepare that income and expenditure account. Here goes. So already in a past lecture, that particular receipt and payment account, how is it prepared? We have done it of Golden Cricket Club. So on the left side, which is the debit side, you have receipts, and on the right side you have payments. What are we doing? This is on cash basis. Very important. We will be preparing income and expenditure on accrual basis. 3 things you should be very clear when you're preparing income and expenditure account. 3 things. 1, which is the current year. Okay, see above they say 31st March 15. So the current year has to be 14-15. Above me, if you notice, I have written that. You can write it whenever you're practicing in your notebook, somewhere above your margin or in the last 2 or 3 lines. The last year, the Bhutkal, has to be 13-14 and the next year has to be 15-16. 3 things in every question of not for profit. Make it very clear to your mind. Don't go and ask someone कि ये next year कौन सा है, current year कौन सा है. First find out the current year, so you automatically come to know the past tense and the future tense. This account is only for 1 year, that is the current year. Receipt and payment में any year comes चलता है, but not for income and expenditure. Income and expenditure में current year only. बाकी आपको इग्नोर करना पड़ेगा. Keep this in mind. इग्नोर करना पड़ेगा. अच्छा, एग्जाम्पल, कैश इन हैंड, इज इट एन इनकम और एन एक्सपेंस? इट इज नथिंग रे, इट इज एन एसेट. अच्छा, देन यू कांट राइट दिस हैज टू गो इन द बैलेंस शीट, बट टुडे वी आर नॉट लर्निंग अ बैलेंस शीट. अच्छा, इग्नोर, आज तेरे को परमिशन नहीं है. कैश एट बैंक, अरे तुम भी एसेट है, तुमको भी इग्नोर ही करना पड़ेगा हमको. हाँ, सब्सक्रिप्शन रिसीव्ड, ए इनकम. अच्छा, कोई भी साल का लिख सकता है? नो. करंट ईयर का कितना है? ओ, करंट ईयर का तो 2,25,000 है. ओके, तो ये डेबिट है, तुझे क्रेडिट में लिखना पड़ेगा सब्सक्रिप्शन. द एरो इज टू ओनली शो यू द करेक्ट डायरेक्शन. ओके, दैट्स द जॉब ऑफ अ टीचर, टू शो यू द करेक्ट डायरेक्शन. 2,25,000. नेक्स्ट, डोनेशन फॉर बिल्डिंग. हाँ, इफ यू आस्क मी सर 13-14 का क्या, 15-16 का क्या, वो करंट ईयर का नहीं है, वो दूसरे कोई साल का है, तो उसका करंट ईयर में दाखिला, एडमिशन लिखने के लिए नहीं होगा, आपको इग्नोर करना पड़ेगा. ओके, एटलीस्ट फॉर टुडे. टुडे वी आर ओनली कंसर्न्ड विथ 14-15. Income and expenses. Donation for building 60,000. Is it an income? No. जिसने ये डोनेशन दिया, इसको कहते हैं, इस तरह के डोनेशन को स्पेसिफिक डोनेशन. ओके, जिसने ये डोनेशन दिया, he specifically wrote in a letter, please use this donation, please use this money for making a new building, for increasing the size of the building. Don't use it for paying Ramu Kaka's salary. No. So this is not a income. This donation has to be put in building fund because it is meant only for building. इसको आप दूसरे कोई भी चीज के लिए, पर्पस के लिए यूज नहीं कर सकते. So donation for building will go to the liability side क्योंकि फंड वहां पे लिखा जाता है. But then हम लोग तो बैलेंस शीट नहीं बना रहे हैं, तो नहीं लिख सकते. एंट्रेंस फीस, हाँ, ये एक इनकम होता है क्योंकि हर एक नया मेंबर जब आता है तो एंट्रेंस फीस देता है, तो ये रेगुलरली इनकम कमाया जाता है. लाइफ मेंबरशिप फीस, प्लीज नोट, लाइफ मेंबरशिप फीस अगे कहते हैं ना, बिल्लियों को 7 या 9 लाइफ्स होते हैं. बिल्लियों की बात इसके लिए कर रहा हूँ कि अगर मैं इफ आई आस्क यू हाउ मेनी लाइफ्स डू यू हैव, यू मे से सर आई वांट टू लिव अगेन एंड अगेन एंड अगेन एंड अगेन. बाबा, बट प्रैक्टिकली तो एक ही है ना. राइट नाउ कल क्या हो गया, मरने की बात तो नहीं पता है ना. एवरीबडी हैज वन लाइफ. इफ दे पे मेंबरशिप फीस, दे विल नॉट पे इट 10 टाइम्स. बोलेगा यार एक ही तो जिंदगी, एक ही तो बार भरूंगा लाइफ मेंबरशिप फीस. हाँ, तो जो एक बार होता है वो कैपिटल आइटम होता है, दैट हैज टू गो टू द बैलेंस शीट. इट विल नॉट कम एज एन इनकम. देयरफॉर यू कैन नॉट राइट life membership fees as an income. Ignore. Interest on government securities. You have purchased government securities. आपने पोस्ट ऑफिस में, बैंक में कुछ इन्वेस्टमेंट किए हैं, तो एवरी मंथ आपको इंटरेस्ट मिलता है. इट्स एन इनकम. एवरी नॉट फॉर प्रॉफिट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन यही करता है. जो पैसे उनको मिलते हैं, द मनी दैट दे रिसीव, दे पार्क इट समवेयर. उसकी गाड़ी जो है वो कोई इन्वेस्टमेंट में डालते ताकि रेगुलरली इनकम आ सके, इंटरेस्ट आ सके. So it is an income. It is written on the income side. 18,000. Locker rent received. It is also an income because every month the locker is given on rent to a member. So every month the rent is received. 42,000. Now the debit has become credit. Abhi ulta. Credit has to be made debit. What does that mean? Payment are reasons for expenses. So you have to write on the expenditure side. Okay. First, printing and stationery, 38,750. It's an expense. तो लिख दिया हमने. Lighting, it is also an expense. Okay. तो हमने expenditure में लिख लिया. रेट्स एंड टैक्सेस एक्सपेंस होता है, हमने एक्सपेंस में लिख लिया। इसमें दे हैव नॉट मेंशन्ड एनीवे कि ये लास्ट ईयर का है, नेक्स्ट ईयर का है, नहीं नहीं ऐसे कुछ नहीं बोला है। तो फिर मैं नहीं सोचूंगा कि उसके अंदर कोई गड़बड़ है, वो सही है, मैं एक्सपेंस में लिख देता हूँ। टेलीफोन चार्जेस 2600, ओके, एक्सपेंस। Postage and courier. So many a times what are you doing? Debit goes to credit, credit goes to debit, because that is how you do multiple items when you are converting receipts and payment into income and expenditure. Next, wages and salaries 88,000, insurance premium 15,000. Purchase of government securities, don't जल्दबाजी में okay write it as an expenditure. Is government securities and expenditure? Does your mummy papa buy government securities every day? No. Okay, maybe once, 2 साल में, 4 साल में, 10 साल में एक बार खरीदेगी, बार बार नहीं खरीदते हैं। ये एक इन्वेस्टमेंट होता है, हर दिन नहीं किया जाता, जब पैसे ज़्यादा होते हैं तो ही इन्वेस्ट किया जाता है, तो इट इज़ एन एसेट, यहाँ पे नहीं बैलेंस शीट में आएगा। देन कैश इन हैंड, कैश एट बैंक, ये तो दोनों एसेट है। अच्छा, तो ये भी बैलेंस शीट में आना चाहिए। अच्छा, तो इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर का तो लिस्ट समाप्त। ओके, अब क्या करें? अभी आपको ये टैली करना है। जब ये टैली होगा तो अगर इनकम ज़्यादा है, इनकम, देन आपको सरप्लस आएगा। एक्सपेंडिचर ज़्यादा है तो आपको डेफिसिट आएगा। इन दिस सम द क्रेडिट टोटल हियर इज हायर and it comes to 3,88,000. Okay, I'm trying my best to be a little bit. Oh, I just remembered this. This is my fault. So simple. Okay, so the clear, that side is clear. 3,08,000, and then again I move the debit total. तो credit is heavy, income ज़्यादा है, expense को minus करो, the difference that appears 1,18,400 is generally profit, क्योंकि income ज़्यादा है ना, but in this chapter you don't use the word profit. Then what do you use? Surplus. It is what? It is income more than expense, excess of income over expenditure. I will repeat this once again. Today's objective of the lecture was to only introduce that you will many a times in this particular chapter face a situation where question में receipt and payment होगा, उसके अंदर कोई भी साल दिया है, उसके अंदर capital and revenue, asset, liability, income, expense, everything is mixed and given. You have to be knowledgeable enough at understanding and doing the detective work. This is income, let me write on the income side. This is expense, let me write on the expense side. This is asset, I will not write it because I don't have a balance sheet. This is liability, I will not write it. And accordingly, when you do that purification process, सारी impurities, गलत चीज़ें आपने निकाल दी, you have your total income and total expenses, and if income is more, you get surplus. Okay, so hopefully this gives you a decent idea about how do you convert a very simple receipt and payment to the income and expenditure account. We obviously will be meeting again and again and again, and as many practice questions as possible we will be doing it. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the day. The textbook that this questions, whether it is illustration or question bank based, are taken if you do intend to purchase it. The link for the purchase that will help you purchase this particular textbook is given in the description below. If you do like the explanation and the way we go about it, Please do like, share this with your friends, colleagues, and do comment if you do have any kind of a doubt concerning the explanation which was done. Okay, that is it for me for the day. This is Steven, sir. This is a goodbye from me. Please take good care of yourself, of your seniors and juniors. Good day. God bless. Hope to see you very, very soon. Till that time,